Then if you hate your job, you run two risks. You run two risks. You run a risk of hypertension and diabetes. And this is how it works. We don't know the cause of hypertension. No doctor knows what causes hypertension. There are certain ones, but rarely. The hypertension as you know it, the one your father has, the one your mother has, the one your friends have, that one is called essential hypertension. There's no cause. But we at least know that when people are unhappy. But at a job you hate, I don't know the type of job you do. Maybe you serve people, or you clean. If that's what you're doing for hours, every time you're going to carry the bucket to clean, you're going to be very upset. And then something will happen to your heart. And then you go again and something will happen to your heart. And then there are hormones also that come when you are under that type of stress, emotional stress, physical stress. I used to teach people when something suddenly explodes, into a space where you're in, and you find yourself, let's say this door suddenly erupts, I will get to safety before I even think about going to safety. And the ability to be a Superman in that second was supplied by a set of hormones my brain released in that instant. They are called fight and flight hormones. It's a couple of them. Those hormones show up when you're stressed out. Those hormones are supposed to be there to help you manage stress in the short term, and then you come out of the stress and then they go away. But when you hate your job, you're going to now have to, every time you're supposed to do that job, some of those hormones will come. And then you're at work is a 9 to 5. 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 hours. For 8 hours, you're going to have the supply of those hormones, And the only time it looks like it drops is when you leave the office. And then for 8 hours every day, something that's supposed to be in your body for some seconds will be in your body for hours. One of them is cortisol, the hormone that helps you manage stress. What it does is to make sugar available. Because the assumption is whatever the body is going through, it needs sugar. And then you keep that hormone in your body for hours. And some of us adults don't even have good sleep where cortisol is finally cleared. Some people still have insomnia on top of emotional stress that jobs make them go through. I will not say find a way out, because that's going to be a very commonplace type advice. I will say find something in that job. If you're serving people, you hate the job, but I don't think you hate people. If you hate people, you don't hate yourself. So if you put yourself in the shoes of the person you're serving, then it's easy for you to love that person. So if let's say you're serving, let me say you're serving food, you go to buy food out as well. When you go to buy food, how do you like to be served? Just put yourself in that person's shoes and serve them the way you like to be served. That's it. When you practice it. Now, when a person shows up, it's no longer like a job to you. It's now going to be you are now doing an exercise you like, because you're thinking about it like this for the first time. Sometimes it's maybe what the person did, the salary you're going to earn at the end of the month for having to. But if you look at it as serving yourself, it will be easier. Our adult life becomes very unhealthy because of some of these stressors nobody talks about. So if you're going to have the stress hormone in your body, it means you have sugar in your body. A hormone that's supposed to supply sugar in the short term, supply stress management kit for you in the short term to jump that fence and leave that dangerous situation, and then it goes away. Will be in your body every day, 8 hours. And then when your sugar is sitting like that for hours, and then you go and check your blood sugar, sugar is refused to go away from the blood. That's the person that's diabetic. That's diabetes. And your heart is going fast every time the customer walks in. Your heart is going fast every time you get to the office. Your heart is going fast, and your heart rate is going to affect your blood pressure. And your heart rate is going to affect your blood pressure. It's there. It's cardiac output times peripheral resistance. And then cardiac output is a product of stroke volume and heart rate. So it's stroke volume times heart rate times peripheral resistance equals your BP. So if your heart is going fast, that BP has gone up mathematically. And then your heart's you're in that state for hours, for 8 hours, every day, for 1 year. And then you go again the next year, and then you go again the next year. Don't quit your job. I will not say quit your job. I will say find the way. Look at that job. What do you even hate about the job? Ask those type of questions and see if you can walk around it, almost like hacking it. Like I said, if you're serving people, you're lucky. You're not supposed to hate people. I don't think anybody hates people. You know, hating people. Don't hate. I don't think you hate people. You don't even know who they are. You hate them. You know, you may not like to maybe attend to a lot of people at the same time. Maybe you're introverted. You get exhausted too quickly from interacting so much with people. But you love yourself at this. When you put yourself in their shoes and you're serving yourself, how do you want to be served? And then I say, if you do the exercise, if you teach yourself to do that, and and do it and you do it, after a while, you get I don't know if you see what I'm saying.